stalking me and terrorizing me is this. They have children. Now that this is not appearing to be children. Children are involved in this. This is a community of advantage takers turned gang stalkers. Maybe they were a cult. Maybe they were into the occult, because a cult is short for an occult. It's short for an occult because the occult is a mindset, a group of people, like-minded people, doing something that's untoward, that's on the outskirts of sanity and society's rules. Something that's misleading and non-Christian, non-mainstream religion or religious beliefs. It's using doctrines originating from the Bible or the Quran or the Bhagavad Gita or the Torah, but using them to control others, because the occult is all about control. The occult is control. Occult scientist is not quantum physics, as it were. It's looking to supernatural. It's not looking for energy fields. They are looking for beings outside of the energy fields who come with their own energy fields. Luciferian energy, satanic energy, energies of the Goetia demons. If they're real, I have no idea. I do know the Bible says that Lucifer and a third of the stars were tossed out. That's a lot. Heaven is a huge, gigantic place. Earth is maybe like a pebble compared to heaven. And heaven is not just when you look up, space is vast, moon, stars, planets. Heaven is an actual place. The creatures, the beings, the Almighty that reside there, well, we don't know really what they look like. And it's not just like a celestial body of stars. They're likened to the number of a third of the stars as we know them. You ask a scientist how many stars are up there, and they'll tell you. A third of those fell down. But getting back to cult and occult, it's a cult. Maybe they were a cult. Maybe they were into things that are, just made them believe that they have this entitlement to whatever you have. They've talked about my status here. I'm from a third world country. I'm from Guyana. They've told me go home. They've told me, all kinds of things. You're getting deported. They'll get me deported. They'll get me, they'll burn this house down. They'll burn the building down. They'll light me on fire. I'm going to get in an accident. They told me lots of things. I don't even know how to drive. But, there's always hope that if I learn to drive, I could die in a horrible car accident. Now, these people stole from me. They stole my inheritance that I inherited from my dad. I was an only child. And from my grandma. All of this happened to me because these people stole from me. I can't believe that this is happening. This happened to me because they stole from me. But I said this back in 2020. Somebody took out a hit on me, and they've been taking it out for a while. Or somebody is a colossal coward. He did something wrong and he doesn't try to rectify it. So he's a coward. He's just a gigantic coward. Dabbled in shit he shouldn't have dabbled in, and now he doesn't know what to do. So whatever this is, I'm paying for mistakes of the people who stole from me. The first mistake was stealing. I can't get any of my inheritance. Not that I can't, I just don't have enough money to get a lawyer to do what I need to do. The money should be in my dad's bank. I'm the heir. His name is on my birth certificate. On my mom. So in other words, it's like I'm hearing one of them right now trying to dissuade me. I have read of people who will fight for their inheritance in court and they get it. Which means that I could just walk into somebody's house I know, a relative, and pick up their inheritance, walk out and tell them there's not one goddamn fucking thing they can do. What are they going to do? Go to the bank and take the money out, get the life insurance, because we had that. We had shares. We had, my dad had a business. My dad had an accident a couple of years prior to passing away. It was on the bridge. They call it the Demerara Harbor Bridge in Guyana. If it was the bridge's fault, then it must have gotten the settlement from that as well. He would have put it in the bank. So, do you or have you ever heard of somebody fighting for their inheritance and getting it? Or is it just a myth? Or is it just me that this is happening to? That it's just all this negativity and suppression of what is rightfully mine. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, it's not possible, you can't have it. So whoever is in possession of my dad's papers, they're the ones who get it. Well, that's fraud. If I can't get it, whoever's been taking out my dad's money, that's considered fraud. If you do it repeatedly, it's repeated fraud. Because there's got to be some way for me to get some footing here. Some way for me to even the score legally, because what they've done is legal. It's illegal. It's illegal. They've tried to do it legally. They've sold my dad's house. The house was given to them. Okay. Was his money in the bank given to them? Because my stepmom must have lied to my cousin. She told my cousin that when she dies, everything she has is for me, for Roseanne. I'm Roseanne. She knew me as Roseanne. I had 3 names: BB, Roseanne, and Bobby. So, but then my stepmom lied. Because if my dad had left everything to my stepmom's nieces, because she didn't have any children, he would have been happy to sit down and discuss this with her. And she would have told them. She wouldn't have been living under the impression that everything was for me. I doubt that. So with that being said, it's like I'm just tired. And the new thing is they have kids in here. Like I said, it's like a cult, short for a cult type upbringing. They'll come and just push their hand down here, like in your head, using the neural linking. Neural linking is supposed to be where your brain is connected to a computer interface. Neural linking is now connected to a person. So there's like a telepathic communication. It's not really. It's just a thought process. I don't know if it's linked directly to a computer or it's wireless. If it's wireless, that's a problem. They're all hackable. The premise would be who the hell would want to sit down and listen to somebody's thoughts? Somebody who will gain something. Somebody who has something to get. So if some of you are being gang stalked, there is something you have in here, your thought process, something that you're a genius at, that these people are getting from you. Especially if they're sitting on you. Right now, it's chlorine gas and I'm getting dizzy. This right here is squeezing. I have like little spots that hurt. They're getting something from you. There's songs. There's songs in my head. I would wake up singing the songs. Now I find I'm painting. I don't know what I'm painting. I'm painting a picture. Beautiful women, I'm painting pictures. We all have talents. We're all perfect. You might have had some experience that you didn't even know you had that triggered this in your brain, and they're scraping out from it. I don't know what they're getting from it. Somebody has databases of what they're seeing on a screen from our heads. They have databases. And they'll find things to threaten you with. Mistakes you've made in the past. Like they would have a child, a teenager, who might be having, sex with her boyfriend and whatever, and they'll use that to get that girl or that young man to mess with something or to just terrorize them. You might be having an affair with someone, you might be doing something with someone, and they'll use that information to telepathically, well, not telepathically, electronically, via the neural linking, threaten you, use you to make your life miserable. To make your life miserable because the threat is always there. So, for those of you who are being threatened via neural linking, take heart and don't let it get to you. If you're going to take a few knocks and lose a few friends or have some dirty secrets come to light, we're going to have to learn how to take one for the team because I'm willing to go. I'll come and get me. Let's go to court with this. Whatever I have hidden and it's flashed on somebody's screen or on a flash drive or a hard drive, let's go. This is not just about me. I'm not that selfish. There's too many people, too many of you suffering out there. Too many. I'm not that childish. I'm not that churlish because this is going to become a pandemic level at some point. It's going to become this gas all over my nose. People are developing upper respiratory problems because of this. People are developing organs are failing. How many people have died as a result of this? When are we going to wake up? When are we, the victims, the victimized ones, going to wake up? These are already awake. Even though they're heartless and cruel, they're awake. When are you and I, when are we going to wake up? When are we going to step forward and take some action? When are we going to get together, have a sit down, and formulate a plan? They've managed to divide us with COVID. I don't know, I don't know, shouldn't use the word. They've managed to divide us. They've managed to cause a lot of problems for us. They've managed to separate us, and they've managed to keep us separated for years. When are we going to start getting together? When are we going to start congregating like they do? It's called mob stalking. It's called group stalking. It's called a gang, which implies a group of people, like two or more. So we are more than just two people. When are we going to start congregating? When are we going to start banding together in strength and in numbers to protect each other and ourselves and future people who are being gang stalked? When are we going to start doing these things? See my eyes, how it look? My eyes are really messed up. It's starting to look like that again. So with that being said, that's the newest thing with the kids. And the men are dropping, like in your head. It's just a mental thing, unless they're really dropping their trousers and taking their dicks out and putting it at the back of your neck or just like that. Because you're just like a hollow person, and they're just doing that. Except they do come into our homes at night. See, this is for show, but they come into our homes at night. Nobody will sit down and do that like a fool. A grown man, a grown woman. It's not, that's nothing. That's like kids. Two kids neurally linked together, and it's like just goofing off all the day long. An adult person to do that, that's not going to be enough. There's more to this story than that. There's more to this story than that. I have a feeling these grown men may have come into my home at one point and dragged their junk all over my face. Heaven forbid if I've been assaulted. That's assault. It's like my mind doesn't want to go there. My mind doesn't want to go there. But I don't know what might have happened. And I'm scared to even go there. Most of these women who are being gang stalked, to any male who is seeing this, if your wife says she's being gang stalked, there are things that she's not telling you. Be gentle with her. There are things that she's ashamed to tell you. Fears that she has. Be gentle with your daughters, your mothers, your sisters. Be gentle with your wives and your girlfriends, your co-workers. There's fears that these women have that they're afraid to tell people. So be gentle with them. And with that being said, I think my battery is about to go because my picture has gotten smaller and darker. So peace, peace out, stay strong. And the chlorine gas, it's just, I can't take it anymore. My voice is changing. I, I really need some help. I really need for us to be stronger so that we can formulate a plan of action and execute the plan so that we can right this wrong. It's on us. God expects us to be strong and to be strong. If there can strengthen the numbers, then so can we. When are we going to wake up? When are you going to wake up?